So I've been holed up in my room playing Fall Guys for a while now because it is just such a bundle of fun. There's something so wonderful about its simplicity, humor, and the gameplay loop that keeps me coming back trying to get my hands on that elusive crown. I love the quirky costumes, and most of all, I love the Fall Guys themselves. They're so silly and funny, and seeing all of them bump around and grab each other in a race trying to qualify puts a huge grin on my face. It's exactly because I love Fall Guys so much that I want to see its continued success, but unfortunately, Fall Guys has a huge unaddressed problem, a potentially game-ending problem. I'm talking literally unplayable. In order to understand this problem, we first have to understand the Fall Guy as a concept. Now, canonically, the Fall Guys are jelly beans. That means they're made out of sugar, tapioca, and cornstarch. And this is what gives them their extremely bounceable qualities and their durability. Which makes sense because only a non-flesh-based mass would be able to withstand as much physical damage as the Fall Guys take on a daily basis, what with all the falling, crashing into things, and bumping. This has been confirmed online by both Mediatonic, the developer, and Devolver Digital, the publisher of Fall Guys. Why this is relevant is going to be clear after I explain something else. Another thing we have to consider is that the Fall Guy is canonically 6 feet tall. This was revealed in a post by the official Fall Guys Twitter. Given that the Fall Guy is shaped much like a cylinder, that means they have to weigh a lot because they have much more volume than the average human. As can be seen in this photo comparing a Fall Guy and a human. This means these guys are heavy. I did the calculations. The average jelly bean weighs about 1.1 grams, and the average volume of a jelly bean is about 3.5 cubic centimeters. When we take a look at the jelly bean's width, height, that information, I did a conversion based on the pictured Fall Guy's height, width, and depth, and found that the average Fall Guy has This is when we compare a human's height, width, and the one, we find that on average, the only indication we have that jelly beans are sentient beings with jelly beans have emotions, and I think we should give them the right to vote. The Fall Guy weighs on average 200 to 300 pounds. Given that the Fall Guy is made out of material that is quite hard yet elastic, and because the Fall Guy weighs so much, they can take quite a beating. But this strength of the Fall Guy is also their weakness, and that brings me to the game-ending problem Fall Guys is facing. What happens when the jelly beans start to go bad? Fall Guys is at risk of becoming literally unplayable because the Fall Guy is going to become a falling apart guy. Have you seen what happens if you keep jelly beans in your pantry for too long? Do you know exactly what happens to jelly beans when they get older? Here's what's going to happen to the Fall Guys as they age. First, they're going to get harder and harder and harder until eventually they are just way too hard. And that means they're going to lose all their bounce, they're going to become brittle, and this is going to make them less bouncy. Not only is that going to make the game less fun, but a fall from the end of Gatecrash might mean they'll shatter into a million pieces, because without their elasticity, all of that force is going to cause them to explode. Then, the Fall Guys are going to start losing bits and pieces of themselves all over the map, and trust me, there are going to be a lot of pieces given how big these guys are. These pieces are going to start melting because of the constantly shining sun in the sky of the Fall Guys maps, and because of all the friction the Fall Guys generate when they run and bump into each other, causing a sticky mess, which is going to make them slower and in some cases get stuck forever. Then the Fall Guys are going to start rotting and melting. They won't be in any position to even be a guy, let alone fall, because guys, they're not going to be able to function when they're literally falling apart. Guys, I love the Fall Guys. I want to see these guys survive and thrive because I think there's something really special going on in this game. I had to speak on this issue because I don't want to see the fall of Fall Guys. I want to see the Fall Guys continue to rise. To be honest, I don't know what the solution here is, but I believe that the Fall Guys need to be helped. We can't sit back here and let these beans wither away into nothingness. One possible solution I've thought of is pumping the Fall Guys full of preservatives. That way, they can last longer and enjoy a much more fulfilling and rich life. Whatever the solution, now is the time to come together and think, guys, not ignore, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Thank you so much for watching, I really appreciate it. I want to give a huge thank you to Average Pixel. He's the guy who did the 3D Fall Guy animations. He's super talented, and I love his videos, so check him out. See you later.